Hello, this is PatioFurnitureRehab.com and the Grandle chair sling installation. On this video we will show you how to remove the old sling and how to install the new one. The most common tools needed for this sling installation are the spreader bar tool, scissors, flathead screwdriver, and a 3/16" Allen wrench tool. You might also find it helpful to use the soapy water mix to remove the old slings out of the rails and to insert the new one in the rails. First, take your scissors and cut all the way down and through the old sling. Then take a flathead screwdriver and gently pry the end caps off the rails. Then you should find it doesn't take much pressure to spread the rails enough to remove the top support bar. If the second support bar seems difficult to remove, then you may use the spreader bar tool after removing the old sling to help spread the rails enough to remove this. On the Grandle sling frames, these hollow straight support bars have plastic inserts with small tips on the end which may need replaced if they are brittle. We have these available in our online store if you need them. To remove the old sling pieces, support the base of the chair with your foot or have someone assist you by bracing the chair frames as you pull each side of the sling out of the rails. It may also help to use some soapy water mix and loosen the fabric down the rails before pulling them out. At this point I want to note that some Grandle furniture was manufactured with one of the two rails welded to the side of the frame and the other has bolts. Then some models like this one here with bolts on both rails. Other manufacturers have produced sling furniture with one side welded as well. Because of this, in this video we will illustrate how to install the sling by removing just one rail from the frame. Taking the 3/16" Allen tool or the appropriate tool for your bolts, unscrew the bolts from one side and remove the rail from the frame. If you have chosen the option of new splines for your slings, these will likely already be inserted in the sides of the fabric for you before they are shipped from PatioFurnitureRehab.com. But if you are inserting the splines yourself, you may find that using something like a pen cap at the end of the sling inserted into the loop will help the spline pass the hemmed area easier. Starting on the rail still connected to the frame, insert the fabric sling with the splines into the rail and pull the sling all the way onto the frame. If the fabric seems to snag on the end at times as you are pulling the sling into the rail, it may be because the metal has a sharp edge on it. You could file this down lightly, or you may need to turn the fabric from side to side at the end to release the snag as you are pulling the sling in. After pulling the sling all the way on the first rail, insert the sling all the way on the removed rail, making sure the length meets both ends of each rail. Laying the chair on the side of the removed rail, place the spreader tool as shown near the front bolt connection and then begin to screw the bolt in at least a few turns. You may thread this bolt in about halfway or just enough to be sure it holds, but don't tighten this completely yet. Remove the spreader tool from the front bolt area to the back bolt area and then spread the rails apart with the tool until the rail has almost touched the chair frame side. Insert the bolt and thread it all the way into the frame until it is snug. After the back bolt is completely threaded in, remove the spreader tool from the back to the front again and spread the rails until they almost touch the frame as seen here. Then tighten the bolt all the way in. Using this tool like this to spread the rails open before inserting the screws helps prevent the bolt threads from stripping. If you find your bolts are bent or stripped on the threads, you may find that we have these stainless steel bolts available in various sizes on our website. If not, you'll likely find them at your local hardware store. Then you may use the spreader bar tool near the holes for the support bars to spread the rails apart just enough to insert these support bars. And finally, clip the excess spline off the ends and insert the end caps. Your Grandle chair sling installation is complete. If you have any further questions or you need further assistance, please feel free to contact us. We thank you for watching and we welcome you to view our other patio furniture rehab how-to videos.